We undertake about 50 million settlements a year. Most of these are in Europe and most of these are in T2S markets, so we're very busy right now. The work that we're doing really falls into four categories. Firstly, we're working across Europe and all the working groups to try and ensure that we get harmonisation that works in the local markets. Secondly, T2S comes with some fairly cool settlement upgrades, and we're working to make sure that we can pass on the advantages of these to our clients. That's things like partialing, linking, auto-collateralization, etc. Thirdly, T2S will harmonise settlements, and it's important that we get value and scale out of this. For us, that means building up our international operating centre in Lisbon. We've got to get economies of scale and pass these on as pricing advantages to our clients. And fourthly, some clients, not many, but some very important clients, are looking to see if they can take more control of their own settlements. And we're working with them to see how we can support their asset servicing needs. At BNP Paribas, we have a product for this called Sponsored Access, and it looks like it will fit the bill. The problem is that we don't really know the pricing that the CSDs will charge for all the different components, so it's hard to conclude. There's a lot of things needed to make T2S a real success. One of the most important things would be if we can get T+2 settlement across Europe before T2S goes live. That would reduce risk and increase harmonisation. If there was one thing that could be done outside T2S to ensure that it's a success, it would be bringing in T+2 settlement. T2S will affect all the industry players, but quite differently. And I think for most of them, it's still a little bit unclear. In the sub-custody business, it will make having scale even more essential. So we'll continue to see the business gravitate towards pan-European providers. In the global custody space, for a lot of global custodians, they'll just be able to carry on as before. They may choose to go direct, but they probably don't have to do that immediately. They can wait and see what happens. Some of them might opt to become CSDs, but I think that's more driven by their collateral and issuance businesses rather than by T2S and their settlement functionalities. And the CSDs, they face the biggest challenges. What we've got to hope is that they don't spend too much time building up businesses which aren't required. We really don't need them all to try and become global custodians. There's three real areas that will get advantages out of T2S. The first one is really through safety. We'll get settlement in central bank money, and we won't have to go through sometimes comparatively small CSDs to do this. Secondly, we'll get harmonisation across Europe, not in everything, but in a lot of areas. And thirdly, and this is probably the one that's least clear right now, is we hope to get cost advantages out of it. Now that's probably not going to be quite as dramatic as was first envisaged because of the UK and Switzerland not being in, because volumes are generally down, but in the long term we should still get there.